Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I am going to talk about things that I knew already, but I wish I would have practiced that long time ago. Now, if you want to know what are those things, then please keep on watching. Let's start with the most controversial, which is that being selfish. Now, when I say being selfish, I do not say that harm somebody physically, emotionally, or mentally and then be selfish. What I'm trying to say is that you need to know and you need to have control of your life first as compared to anyone else. Now, there is also a song which says that दूसरों की जय से पहले अपनी जय करें without doing any harm to someone. So I wish I would have done this long time ago, that it is okay to be selfish without harming anybody, but you also need to know what's important for your life and you need to focus more on your life than anyone else. Underestimating myself. Now, when I say that I have underestimated myself, I genuinely say that because I do get self-doubt on myself. Now, these self-doubt can not only be professionally but also personally. While I was getting married, I was thinking that will I be able to manage the whole show of marriage or not, or how will I take up the responsibilities, and I honestly underestimated myself. I can say that from a professional point of view also, because when I was heading towards this new opportunity that came my way, I had self-doubt in me that whether I'll be able to deliver what I am supposed to deliver or not. So it is important to know what are your capabilities, because if you keep underestimating yourself over and over again and you think that you're not good enough for doing anything, your body physically and mentally will start to believe that as well. So I have learned it hard way that it is not important to underestimate, but it is important to push myself to reach the goal that I have for myself. Overestimate. Now, अब जब मैं ये बोलती हूँ कि I would not want to underestimate myself, I also would want that I should not be overestimating. Now, there have been times when I have overestimated, especially if I talk about the YouTube channel. I actually thought that in 1 year's time, I will make this channel a 1,000 subscriber channel, but I am nowhere close to what I thought. So I overestimated that things, and that has actually brought me down, thinking that you will, or I should do everything that is in my capability and in my capacity, but I should not be overconfident in delivering the work that I have. Loving myself. Now, if this is not there, nothing that I'm going to talk about will make any sense. Now, इसका मतलब क्या है? It means that I need to love myself more as compared to someone else loving me. Now, अगर मैं ये thought process अपने दिमाग में रखती हूँ कि मुझे कोई और ज़्यादा प्यार करेगा तो मेरी value बढ़ जाएगी, that's actually bullshit. Because जब तक मैं अपने आप को प्यार नहीं करूँगी, कोई मुझे उस नज़र से देखेगा ही नहीं. So I have realized that it is important for me to love myself. So here I just keep my mind very sane. I try and keep myself happy. I try keep myself groomed. I try keep myself presentable, and I definitely love myself. Consistency. Now, when I say consistency, we all know that consistency is the key, and without consistency, nothing is going to work. Now, consistency is important not only in our professional life but in our personal life as well. अगर वो चीज़ नहीं consistently हम करेंगे तो it will fall off the wagon, and it is going to take us hell lot of a time to come back to it. Now, it is okay to get away with that consistency for a day or two, but it is also important to not let go of the wagon and not taking off that tracks forever. Now, it's hard to be consistent all the time, but if we are consistent, or if I am consistent in a particular thing, I am sure that I am going to come closer to perfection, but if not perfection. So that's the thought that I keep in mind. I knew that consistency is the key and हमें consistent रहना चाहिए काम करने के लिए. But have I actually ever practiced that in my previous couple of years? Probably not. But when now practice it, I really see a lot of difference. So that's one thing that I really want to take away with me, that please be consistent and things are going to fall into place. Not to be a victim. Now हम बोलते बहुत बारी हैं that हमें किसी की बुरी बात नहीं सुननी चाहिए या किसी का गलत बात नहीं सुननी चाहिए. If somebody is treating us like a trash, we should tell them that you should not treat me like a trash. It is absolutely right. We should not treat ourselves as trash. बिकॉज अगर कोई हमें ट्रैश ट्रीट कर रहा है और अगर हम उसको बोल नहीं रहे हैं कि दिस इज नॉट द राइट वे टू डील with you, then they are going to repeat that thing over and over again, considering कि ये तो कुछ बोलेगा ही नहीं. So I have been a victim of it, where it happened to me once, it happened to me twice, and when I say victim, I am saying professionally, because I have had that bad experience where I was quiet when somebody was treating me like a trash, and then I realized that this is not something that I really want in my professional life. I have my self-esteem, and I have to respect my self-esteem. So that's the day when I stood up and I thought of giving up whatever I have, because that's more important. I do not want to play a victim card here or give that authority to someone else, because my life is in my control and I want to have that control without giving that control to someone else. So अगर किसी को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि this is not the right way to deal, then start treating them as well, because जब तक आप किसी को उन्हीं की भाषा में नहीं समझाओगे उनको नहीं समझ में आएगा. I am not saying that I am promoting non-violence here, but I am just saying that जैसे कोई कर रहा है वैसे तुम करो, या जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी, all of that is there, but at the same time you should not treat yourself as trash. And I have learned it hard way that मुझे कोई trash treat नहीं कर सकता. हाँ, मैंने कोई गलती करी है आप मुझे बताओ, but आप मुझे trash treat करके मुझे नीचा दिखा के कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. So I have stopped playing victim ever. It has been long that I have given up that card, and people do think that I am quite strong-headed, because yes, I have learned it hard way and I am strong-headed. Being non-judgmental. Now this was very hard for me to practice because everybody in this world is judgmental, including me. I am still judgmental. I have not eradicated that 100%, but do I try and judge everybody? No. I just keep my canvas very clean all the time. I'd rather say that I try and keep my canvas clean most of the time, because I do not want someone to use the same brush for everybody. Now there could be some other thoughts for someone else, there are some thoughts coming from someone else, but I'll take my own time to judge that person or to understand that person. इसकी वजह से मैंने अपना बहुत टाइम वेस्ट भी किया है, बहुत प्रोडक्टिव टाइम वेस्ट किया है. अगर ये मैं पहले सीख लेती that I do not have to be judgmental every time when I meet a person, then I think I would have been into a better condition. I would have been a better person of what I am right now. But one thing that I genuinely believe is that I have stopped being non-judgmental. I wish I could have practiced this long time ago. It would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of mental health as well. Agree to disagree. Now when I say that, there have been times when I have gone to an extent to prove my point, and which actually or eventually led me to have a fight or ruining my relationship with that person. I wish I knew this, that it is okay to agree to disagree and stop the conversation there and then, rather than proving your point over and over again. क्योंकि ज़रूरी नहीं है जो आप जिस नज़रिए से देख रहे हो सामने वाला भी उसी नज़रिए से देख रहा हो, या उसका कोई और पर्सपेक्टिव भी हो सकता है. All of that I never used to consider. Now since things are changing up and I started to practice that it is okay to agree to disagree. इससे ना आपका रिलेशनशिप रिव्यून होगा, इससे ना आपकी थिंकिंग खराब होगी, इससे ना आप अपना मेंटल वेलबींग लूज करोगे. The only thing that will happen is that you might not come to a consensus which is an agreeable consensus between two people. But probably that's okay, because everybody, as I said, would have a very different thought process. You can agree to disagree, but it took me a hell lot of a time to really understand that this is fine. And when I practice it, and when I practice it now, Believe me, it's doing wonders for me. I am in good contacts with everybody. I am not demeaning everybody. And I am also able to get what is the other perspective or what is the other thinking scenarios or other ideas as well that a person can give it to me. So learned little later, but it's worth it. Last but not the least, which is reading books. Well, I have never been a fan of reading books, but I am okay to read anything that comes my way. It can be drama, fiction, science fiction, documentary. It can be of any genre. Now, when I say it can be of any genre, I have really not created any genre for myself, because books can give you a lot of insight, a lot of information, and a lot of vocabulary as well. Even if you're reading any patla sa book also, which has a good vocabulary, I think the deal is done. So I wish I was put into practice, or I have put this thing into practice when I was quite young, because I think by now I would have read a lot of books and I would have a better vocabulary or better understanding of things, that how people really are progressing in their life and how new good things are coming up, or how you can have a different understanding of a particular thing that you have been seeing while you were growing up. So the perspective while reading books really change. There is a lot happening around. We cannot have a hang of everything, but reading books really keeps us at par with what's happening in the industry. So this is one thing that I have started to practice. There are a lot of books that I have right now in my wish list, and I have all those books, but very soon I'll start to read them. I wish I could have practiced this earlier rather than just wishing. Now these are few things that I wish I practiced it earlier. Of course ये चीज़ें हम सबको पता होती हैं, पर हम करते नहीं हैं. But अगर मैंने ये चीज़ें पहले प्रैक्टिस कर ली होती ना, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैंने काफ़ी सारी मिस्टेक्स कम कर ली होती हैं, और अगर मिस्टेक करी भी होती, so I would have had enough time or enough understanding of rectifying those things. But I think it's okay. It's okay to be late than to be sorry, and that is what I think. Now, if you have something to share with me regarding the things that you would want to practice in your life besides you knowing it, please do not forget to put that in the comment section, and let's have a conversation over it. Now, having said that, if you have liked my video, please do not forget to click that thumbs up button, and do not forget to click that subscribe button. It is right beneath this video in red color. And I also have started to write the newsletter. If you're interested, the link to that is given in the description box below. Please go and check that out. And this is it for today, and I will see you super soon in my next video. Until then, please take care of yourself, and you know that I love you all so much. Bye bye.